Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be going over how I was able to catch over 100% plus trades today. Puts pretty much from the top, calls from the bottom, what my confluences were, what my entries were, and all the education behind it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hey, how's it going? My name is Ghost. Welcome to my channel where I provide you with trade recaps, strategies, weekly watch lists, and education that's helped me become a profitable trader. I want to see you guys all win, so hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell icon. So let's get into these trades reviews. So the first trade I'm going to be going over with you guys was my puts position earlier in the session. I'm going to give you guys the confluences that I used for my entry, the reason that I had my price targets, and how I was able to hold for multiple 100% on this trade. So going into the session, we opened up above my SPX 4377.3 level. So at that point, I had to stay patient. I didn't want to take any rejections yet until the next resistance level, where I was looking to see if we get up into the supply zone. Bottom of the supply zone was 43.85 and 43.99.25 for the top of the zone. But not only was I using SPX, I was also using ES as a confluence. I did have a supply and a rejection level and resistance level that I was watching right at the bottom of the supply, 44.11.25. I did want to stay patient. I did feel like that SPX could continue higher in that zone. So as you see in the opening, we did get a push up. We got towards pre-market high on ES. I did feel like we could continue up. I didn't want to take puts right away. Didn't want to start my position. I wanted to see weakness in the market. My entry was going to be a 5-minute close below the zone with the stop risk management of a 5-minute close above. So at that point, we seen the wicks coming in. We never closed below. The next candle, same thing, never closed below. I didn't want to start this position because I still felt like ES had room up and we could possibly go test the top of the zone at 43.99.25. So at this point, I still wanted that top of that zone rejection at that 43.99.25 to put my risk on for puts with that confluence of ES getting closer to its resistance level. But we never got that. SPX started to the selling off this candle that it just pumped. So I still had that same risk management. I was going to enter on a close on the 5 minutes below with the stop above. As you can see, this candle here closed 43.85, just below my level. I did start a position there, and as you can see, we got that next push down. My price target was the opening print of SPX, so that 43.80 area. So I got my trim there, and my next trim was going to be around 100% so I can get into a free position. My strategy, if we reject resistance, we go test support. So my supports for SPX was 43.66.55 at the top, 43.61.4. So I wanted to get into as many free positions to see that full trade and that full RR go through. So once I got that full trim at 100%, I let half of my position, just a little under half of my position, still stay at break even for my price targets. As you can see, we got that full move here. I trimmed almost all out and I left a few positions just in case we go test the bottom. And then that'll take us on to my next trade of the day. So the second trade of the day that I took was calls off of a breakout of demand. I'm going to give you guys that confluence, also my entry, my price targets. I did sell earlier on this position, but definitely could have held it. Nothing was invalidated, and I'll go over what I could have did better on this trade. So right away, as we seen from the last trade that I took, the puts, once we got into my demand support level, now I was staying patient. I didn't want to take this break, even though we got that close on the 5 minutes below my SPX level, because of the same kind of reasons why I didn't want to take puts early. It was also because ES still had room. I didn't want to take that front running position on the bounce. So I wanted to stay patient. I didn't want to take puts either, just because of ES having that support right at about 2 points lower than where it bounced, just right where SPX was at the bottom of its support level. I stayed patient, waited. Now my whole positioning was going to be based off of a 5-minute close bounce after bouncing the bottom of the zone and holding above the top of this 43.66.55. As you can see, we got that push up. Nothing happened, came back down. Finally, at this candle right here, I did take position once we got that close. Same thing with my puts. We got that stop above. I was going to get out of puts. If we got this close below the top of the zone, I was going to get out. And most likely we could have targeted a break of the lower zone. So once we got this break and hold on the 5 minutes above, I entered my position. And my main target was that same price target that we broke, that opening print was my main target for my calls. Once I got there, I did get over 100% on that and I trimmed. But once I started seeing this consolidation, I didn't want to pay for theta. So I just exited my position. Definitely nothing was invalidated. We did bounce a strong support. Most likely we go test out higher resistance, 43.85. And then also the top of that zone. As you can see, we got that whole push up. And this time we just broke right through. So definitely could have held it. Nothing was invalidated in this price action. So, and also if we bounce support, we go test new resistances. So 43.85 was not a new resistance for the day. Definitely was a good chance we were going to go see that 43.99 top of the zone. So that's all I want to go through with you guys. My 2 nice trades that I had today. I was very happy with the execution. It was a very green day for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this recap, see the confluences, and I hope you guys enjoy. Peace.